Hey Clout Chasers, how are you guys doing? It's your girl Mousy here, and I am the ultimate SL Clout Chaser. So here I am, and I'm gonna just jump right into it. Guys, I am dying. It's like 300 day, what it's like week, I should say, not even day, 362 of the our quarantine and self what is it, sheltering in place and all that good stuff. I'm dying, guys. I like need to have more of a life than this. But the good news for you is that I'm pumping out content and working on different projects at home that I've kind of been meaning and wanting to get to, but haven't had the chance. So I hope you guys are staying safe. If you're as bored as me, watch my YouTube videos. Shameless plug. Okay? So guys, let's get into this. Let me introduce you to my boo here. This is Miles 2020. He is so freaking fine, guys. All right, let me tell you about him. I need to take a sip of my seltzer. It's about to get good. So you know how in The Sims they always describe their character? So let me tell you what he's wearing. First of all, he's wearing the Mesh Body Classic from the creators of Legacy. I was kind of backed out for a second so you could see his whole fit. And there you go. And we're going to go in. He is wearing the Daniel Catwa head. He has skin on from the drop. We're at the drop right now, so we'll look at the skin. I think the skin is fantastic because you get to see they're just like a lot of character in the skin, like the color of the lips. There are like little flaws on the face, and it looks really good, but I'll show you guys that later. He's wearing a jacket from Minimal. You can remove the undershirt. There is a little bit, tiny bit of outfitting issues, but we'll get into that later. He's wearing jeans from, where the heck are these jeans from? Hold on. The jeans are from Not So Bad. His chain is from Rajin. And let me see what else I could tell you. I did like customize his AO, and I'll tell you about that shortly as well. And is there anything else we want to talk about? Yeah, so his socks wouldn't show. He has Valet Quar's thermal sock gift. And I think that's about it. Howling Tattoos, yes. So we'll talk about that. So let's get into this. I clicked on the Manly Weekend HUD because you know Rick is bae. He's my homeboy. I love Rick from Alan Tory, and I just wanted to check out his products since I was creating a male Avi. And I came across the store The Drop because he is selling shapes, the owner of the store. But when I went in, I saw some really nice skins, and I was like, I demoed some skins. I was like, let me try this out. I liked it, and I bought it. It is a high tier skin, so it's on the higher scale in terms of pricing. The skin is 900 linden. But to be honest with you guys, to make a banging Avi, especially if you're going to get a free body, and you know, for the ladies, if you get a free head, or for the men as well, because Rick from Alan Tory is giving away the Marco Bento baked on mesh head, you know, like just invest in yourself in other ways, like skin outfits, so on and so forth. So, ladies and gents, this is the drop. And here, these little black boxes are shapes, and then you'll have the colors below, and you can demo all the colors if I'm not mistaken. So the color tones are wheat, honeyed, okra, and that's for this particular face, and then the demo would be here. Okay, so that's that. It's for Catwa and Baked on Mesh. Baked on Mesh is universal. Anyone could wear it. And what else am I going to say? Yeah, and so if you wanted to purchase this skin, it is 850 linden, so slightly cheaper than like a thousand linden skin appliers, but it's still on the higher end. All right. We just looked at that face. We have the Quentin face. It's in the same tones I just told you. Oh, actually slightly different because this one has Moonless. Moonless is the darkest tone. My Avi is wearing Okra, which is second to darkest tone. So it's Okra. And this is the skin he bought if you guys are curious, Quentin. Okra, Moonless, and then the demo. So that comes in two colors. And then we have Damien here is honeyed in okra. So the tone I'm wearing would be the darkest tone, and then honeyed would be a little bit lighter. So if you like the facial features of Damien and you go into this picture and you're like, ooh, let me just see. I like his lips better. I like the detailing under the eyes. I like certain things better. It's there. Again, the shapes are right next to the skin colors. The shapes are 400 linden. So if you guys are into that, there that goes. And then I think this is the lightest shade. So I made his AO, but the only thing is I didn't add a run. So if you make an AO, I think stands, walk, and run is most important. I'll try to like go to a store so I can find a run for you guys. Anyways, and this is one of the lighter skin tones, and this is Scott. That's the face, and it comes in shell and fawn mist. And the shape is here. I think he's a hottie as well. All right, so if you want to get the body applier, guys, the body applier comes in Omega appliers. We have Legacy appliers, Signature, BELLEZA, and of course Baked On Mesh. The demo does not include Baked On Mesh, so just be careful of that. Make sure you try it on your face to see if you like it. You'll see his body in my video, so you'll know what the muscle tone and definition is like. So if you're interested in that, like, certainly go pick that up. And the skin, the body applier is 420 lindens. So this is Shell, this is Fawn Mist, this is Wheat, this is honeyed, ochre, and moonless. So these are the colors that's available. And I believe this is the moonless tone. It may even be slightly darker than this. And then the shell would be the lightest tone, like here. I think that would be shell. But yeah, guys, this is the drop. He is a participant in Manly Weekend. He sold shapes. You can see them out here. Don't mind his noob run. We didn't get to the run yet, but we want to go a little quicker. Hold on. And I think his shapes are... No, that's just the redelivery terminal. I thought there were more shapes here, but no. If you have an aesthetic body, this is the shape he was selling for, or he is, I should say, that he's currently selling. This is the shape that he's currently selling right now, and it's the Enzo body shape pack 1, and it just looks like a variety of shapes for the aesthetic body, and the price for that Manly Weekend price is 50 linden. So there you go, guys. All right, then. So we have that all taken care of and all wrapped up. So that's the drop. I guess I can take you guys over to the Howling, or let me see what other store I want to take you to. Versov. If you want to see a tour of Versov and their sneakers, check out Zula Landgrab's video. Zula Landgrab is a friend of mine. We also do the Nameless podcast together, guys. And he's done showcases on sneaker stores, Versov being one of them. He also did an amazing interview with the owner of Versov, who's also named Versov. So be sure to check that out. So I'm not going to go there because Zula has that covered on his channel. I'll put the link below so you can get all that information. However, where I will take you to is I'll take you to, we can go to the Howling, and I will show you the place where I bought the AO, and then we'll go to a sandbox and get naked and undressed and what is the word? Deconstructed really quick. Also, I found the Howling, the tattoo designer, because he's a part of Manly Weekend as well. And this is the tattoo. So this was a tattoo here for 50 linden, and he also sells like a 75 discounted item, and he's selling poses here for the man and woman, 35 linden. So if you guys like that pose, go pick this up. I did buy this tattoo, and maybe I'll show you guys later, but I just kind of like wasn't feeling the design in the middle. Like, even though it's 50 linden and I wanted to save money, I didn't want to compromise quality. So what I'll do really quickly for the Howling, and of course you guys, landmarks are always going to be in the link below, so, or the description box below. I'll just go through some of his tattoos so that you can see some of the designs. And if you're interested in it, the price point for these tattoos are about 219 linden. I don't think that's a bad price. I think it's actually a pretty good price. And there was one particular tattoo that I really fell in love with, and it was like a Native American tattoo. Okay, so we have some like religious symbolism like on this one here. I thought that was cute. And I think there was one that had like, where is it? Hold on a second. I don't want to pass the one that I actually bought. Not that one. Let's turn the camera over a little bit. It was really cute. It's like an Indian chief tattoo, but you'll see it on him. But it was like sort of like this, like a half sleeve, single sleeve chest tattoo with a portrait, and I really liked it. I'm just going to go a little slower. Make sure I didn't miss it. Yeah, this was it. So I ended up going for this tattoo. I liked it a lot. And in the back it says there's like a good side of me and a bad side of me. I think we all can relate to that. And I just like this because when I think of Native Americans, I think someone who's connected to the earth and connected to their intuition and believe in the energies of the universe. And I felt like that would be right, of my, like, that would be something my guy would be into. Like, it reminded me of my ex-boyfriend when I saw this, because he's all into like astrology, but not just, oh, you're Sagittarius, so that means this, so you're like free thinking, explorative, and expansive, and you are aligned with the sign of Jupiter, but like astrology in terms of houses and things like that. Like, he's really into it in the astrology of countries and planets, and he really taught me a lot about it. So it just reminded me of a guy with this sort of energy. And I told you my Philly guy here, he's non-traditional. He had a 9 to 5 job, pretty stable, and he decided he didn't want to do that anymore and he wanted to strike out on his own. And he's a creative type, but he also is a builder, likes to work with his hands. And he decided, you know what, I'm going to start flipping houses. That's what I'm going to do. So he started flipping houses. He works for himself, and he's not too, like, I would say he's definitely not clean cut. Like, he takes care of himself, but he's not so polished. He's like a little rough around the edges, and that's what his mind's like that as well. So it makes him a little bit open because he's non-traditional and he sees things from different perspectives. So that was the vibe I got with the tattoo. And then he does that corny ass face, but there we go. Okay, so we're not going to go to Versov. We're done with the howling. We went to the drop. We'll go to KeeKee's, and then we'll go to the sandbox to get dressed. All right. So we're at KeeKee's right now, and KeeKee's is where you can get like cheap walks. Like, the walk for this Avi was 30 Linden. Oh, I'll take you to one more place. So the walk for this Avi is 30 Linden. I wish I could have found runs, but for some reason the store didn't have any runs. It's quite annoying because I was like, why do you have everything else but you don't have runs? So we're just gonna get over to like the animation section. I know someone in my comment section told me that I should go to Oracle, but if you guys make your own AO using the Firestorm icon, which is right here, one thing I will just really suggest that you have is that you just need a walk, a run, and a stand. Those three things, and you could probably get that for under 100 Linden, and you could even customize it a little bit. So let me just find just any male AO set. So I'm just looking for anything, not the one that I had. I'll tell you the name of it later. And these are static. So let's just check out, these are static poses. So let's just check out, okay. This is Ryan, male AO. So let's just sit here. If he had a run, I would buy it for sure. So we're just gonna sit here. Wow, this is a run. All right, let's buy that. I didn't know that there was a run here. Yeah, because it didn't say it. All right, awesome. So this is a run. This may not necessarily have been the run that I would have wanted, but we're just building him up. So we just bought a run. These are some ground sits. We don't care about that. That was cute though. I do like it. I do like it. And these are some flies and jumps, but if you're on a budget, like, you don't need to buy that. And you don't need to buy either a Catwa head. So, these are some stands, and I'll just go to some walks. So just select an item that you really like and then just buy it. These are some sits. That's a really good sit. I like that a lot. His legs crossed, kind of lean back. Some stands. I'm kind of into the static stands. Let me just, okay, it looks like that's it. So let me just find a walk though, because it would be really helpful if I could. Okay, so stand, 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 stand. I'm just trying to like get out of the stand section and get to the walks. All right, I'm gonna go over to Brad. Let's just see something here. So that's a standing animation. We don't want to pay you for that. These are swimming. Okay, so here's some walks. That's a little bit of a goofy walk. That's a little bit of a goofy walk. Um, but just go through the store and find a walk that you like. This one's a little weird. It's a little stiff, but there's some good walks here, but you just have to like shop around for it. Yeah, that one's a little goofy too. Yeah, that's the vibe I'm getting with that one. And that's like a sim, that perky walk. And let's sit here. I don't want to take too long doing this because I said I was going to spend 10 minutes, but like I'm 15 minutes into doing these walks and stands and things like that. So that's a stand. But you know, guys, you just have to go through it. Eight, stand eight. All right, that's a really broad walk. Ground, sit, kneel. I don't mind that kneel. That's cute. Like some of it's not that great, but some of it's okay. You know what I mean? I saw some walks, but I don't know if that was just that one that was available to us. Go faster. All right. Anyway, so let's take the run that we did get. If you go to animation overrider, all you have to do is click. There's going to be a rectangular bar with a wrench if you have no AOs in there. And I'm going to change this name to Miles 2020 AO. I hope it lets me save it without a problem. And I'm going to go to running right now. And all I'm going to do is add the running animation that we bought in there. So Ryan run, let's just add it in. And then I'm just going to hit OK. And then he'll have a run in his AO as well as his static stance. And that'll be that. So he just jumped off the pose if you guys are wondering what just happened. Okay, and Manly Weekend, there were a lot of like static poses for sale. So that's what we had. And you just have to go through the poses if you get 6 for 50 linden or you could get some for free. So let's make him run right now. All right, so that's his run. So that's how you basically create your own AO. So his walk and his run was 60 linden, and then his static AO, like there's some free ones, or you could just pick one up at any type of like, weekend sale. Hold on one second, guys. All right, sorry about that, guys. I thought I heard someone at my door. All right, so anyways, do I want to show you anything else? No, I think that's it because I think I spent too long on this. So let's just go to the sandbox so I could show you how to use the body, like for the men out there in case you're not sure how to use the body. I'm not going to go over the Catwa head because I feel like there are videos on how to use the Catwa head and how to use the Catwa HUD. However, I will show you how to activate Big Dumb Mesh for Catwa. I think I could do that for you. And I'm going to de-render everyone but friends right now. So I'm going to go to world and I'm going to say show friends only. I have no friends, so then I shouldn't see anyone naked. That works out for us. And then we'll put him on a pose and I'll show you guys what to do with him. All right. So what do I want to show you all first? Let's do something simple. So I'm going to save this Miles Final with AO. Yeah, I'll save this Miles Final with AO, and then I'm going to delete my previous file. I'll delete this one. So if you have this guy, if you get him, and all of a sudden that you just like mess him up or you detach his body, all you have to do is go into the clothing icon in Firestorm and then just have him wear this outfit and you'll just reset everything. So let's go to wear underpants. He's wearing a Gred base and he has like a 25 linden underpants on. I wonder if I updated his body though. That's the only thing. Let me see what body, because I changed his shape so many times. So you just want to go into the last shape. And I can't see it here because his body looks I might have changed it. I'm not sure. So I think the date was 4/16. So let me just make sure he's wearing the last shape from that day, and he is. All right. So he's a little broader at the shoulder area. I made him a little thicker. I like a thick guy. This is the body if you wanted to know about the skin, and I'm gonna take off his tattoos for a second. I also got this hairy face tattoos from Clever Language, so let's just take that off. Let's take off the face tattoo. Let's take off the body tattoo. And I'm going to leave his beard and his brows. So I want you guys to see what the body looks like. All right, so this is what the body looks like. And this is what the skin looks like from the drop. Should I just start from scratch? Yeah, let me start from scratch. So let's take off the beard. Let's detach this. Wow, he looks so different without his beard, right, guys? It's like he needs to have some standards. We're taking everything away from him. Let's take off that. I'm just trying to see what else do I need to take off. We do have the eye alpha. I'm going to leave that in. I think I'll take off the body. Let's detach the body. Let's detach the shape. It looks like I can't detach the shape. It looks like I can't detach the skin either. The eyebrow shape I'll leave. That's not so much of a big deal. And what else is he wearing? Let's take off the chain. Let's detach that. And his head is on. You know what, guys? Let's just do this. We're going to go to avatar, choose an avatar, and who are we going to select here? Let's select this guy. I always go with him. Because it's just going to be the easiest way to start from scratch. And he is so shrimpy, guys. He's like the runt of his parents' litter. So let's have him sit here. And I'll try to go fast because I don't want to like overwhelm you guys with too much information. But I'll put in my comment section like Avi building starts in 20 minutes. So let's detach his guitar, his Metallica shirt, his really bad hair. Let's detach his pants. Let's detach his shoes. And then we're wearing baked on mesh. So we've detached all clothing items that we possibly could detach. And so let's type in the word alpha and we're going to take off every single alpha item. Okay? So then he should have his like naked body here, but he doesn't have a penis, so that's fine. He is so like, he's so pale, he's like glowing right now, but that's okay. We're going to hook him up. We're going to give him a little sun. It'll be fine. All right, so the first thing that we're going to do is we're not going to add any alphas. So the Avi's going to look very strange. So we're going to go to Catwa. We're in my inventory folder. I've already opened and unpacked the Daniel head. So we're going to go to Catwa. We're going to add the rigged eyes. Let's add, okay, I guess I should go to the folder. The folder has a lot of stuff in it, guys. So let me just stretch this out a little bit and I'll accept this so that's not in the way. The folder has Catwa Alpha Full Avatar, and that's for the head and the body. If you decide not to go baked on mesh and you put this full avatar on, you don't have to worry about anything. You don't have to worry about alphaing a head if you need to put a head. This is used for baked on mesh, and I guess if you just need to alpha the eyes, that's what this is there for. There are a couple things in this folder. Baked on mesh uses says body. If you just want to alpha the body and not the face, or you have alpha body and eyes, alpha body and head, alpha eyes, because maybe you have baked on mesh eyes, alpha full avatar, head and eyes. Okay, so that's what those alphas are. It's like whatever is an alpha, whatever is not baked on mesh, it gives you the opportunity to alpha it. Hey, however, if you're using baked on mesh for the body as well as the face, you only need one alpha, and that's for the eyes, period. Okay, so let's add our Catwa brow shape, you know, like, because we're just adjusting the shape of the brow. We're going to add our, and let's just go through the folder. We have a Bento Gianni start, which is a shape in here. There are two shapes in here. You can use it if you want. There are two developer kits if you want to create items for Catwa. This does not relate to you if you are not a developer. There are ears. There are no bento ears or bento ears, and it gives different type of necks. So if you have aesthetic body, you want to click anything that says Nirmith, which is for aesthetic. Otherwise, don't worry about it. But we're going to add Daniel rigged eyes. That's the one thing we're going to add. There's a face light in here. You don't have to add that. There's a gestures pack. You know, you could play around with this later at your own time. You could add gestures packs in there. There's a head. The head is either for Nirmith or it's a regular SL neck. I chose the regular SL neck because I don't have an aesthetic body. Okay, so that's what that is. Then we have, oh, I'm sorry, guys. You have the option to put either a toothless head for Nirmith or a toothless head for SL. And I guess if you have your own teeth which we don't. So we put in a head that had teeth, okay? There are Animations HUDs, and you saw how he was like kind of sticking out his tongue and winking and doing all these things. If you wanted to calm his animations down and say get rid of the tongue removal and just have him wink, or just have him make like a, you know, casual stern face or a happy face, sad face, you could do that with your Animations HUD. We're not going to go into that. You guys could play with that on your own. There are HUDs for their backup animation HUDs. There are HUDs for the eyes. There are HUDs for beards. I don't care about any of that stuff. The only thing I care about for the purpose of this video, this is just for a person who needs to get started, is I care about the master's HUD. So you're going to add rigged eyes, the Daniel head that comes with the teeth, and you're going to add your brow shape. If you want your Catwa head to be baked on mesh, you're going to click, I was trying to move the HUD, but you're going to click this little button that says baked on mesh. I don't know where the arrows are, so that's not really helpful to me because I'm trying to move this. Yeah, the arrows are not here, so that kind of sucks. I'm trying to move this, but it looks like I can't, so I'm just going to not do it. But you just have to click this button that says baked on mesh, and I hope that my recording symbol, which is here, isn't blocking it. So you just click baked on mesh. There are pumic ears in here. If you wanted to give this avatar like ears with earrings and stuff like that, Pumic has ears on sale for 60 linden. It looks really good. Let me show you guys what that looked like. But I didn't bother putting it on because you really need patience to, you know, put on those ears. But I'll show you what they look like. Whoever gets this Avi, these are the ears. That's an inventory if you're interested in them, okay? And so you just have to like choose an earless Avi or find a way to remove the ears. So let me just see if we could find that here. So we have ears. It says ear tattoos. Okay, you guys just look through that on your own or look through other videos. This is not a Catwa video, it's more about the mesh body. But, you know, for all intents and purposes, our body is on. Right? We're going to go to alphas, and I'm going to put the Catwa eye alpha on because I just want to make sure that I can't see. And you see how it's red? If it's red, that means you're wearing baked on mesh. Okay? But I want to put these eyes in because it's going to be problematic for us later. Oh, and I guess I should just show you on that master HUD if you want to choose teeth and things like that. I chose like a gap tooth smile, like, you know, he's kind of like natural dude, like he's not really vain and overdoes it. So I just wanted to choose something that was really natural but still attractive and a little different for the sake of customization. You just go through these HUDs, you guys just play with these things. Let's go to mouth and hair, and I just chose this, the gap tooth smile. You could not have a gap and just close it. You see, now it's closed. You can have a little bit of a chipped tooth. I don't think that's as attractive, but if you wanted to do that, we just have to wait till he opens his mouth again. Or I could force his mouth open, but we won't. There's more of a gap. Yeah, you see that chipped tooth? That's not sexy. But we'll do this. We'll do the gap because that's what we like, and then we're going to detach that because we won't be going in here anymore, so that's fine. All right, my loves. So we're done with that. Now we're 27 minutes into the video, so we have to get a little quicker here. All right, so the next thing we're going to do is go to the mesh body. Okay. Classic mesh body, male 1.2. So this is my steps. Head, body, shape. All right, so what we're going to do is go into the mesh body, and we are going to add the bracket body classic male 1.2. So we're just going to add the body. Okay, so we've added his body on. All right, the next thing that we're going to do is, wait, did this not come with like hands and feet? Because the women came with hands and feet, so I just want to make sure. That's interesting. So, yeah, and it makes sense, I guess. Well, the guys should have bento hands too, but the feet, I guess, makes sense for the women because you want to be able to shape the feet up, down, mid, heel, and guys are just flat for the most part, so I guess that's okay. That kind of makes sense to me. So I chose the shape classic male large, and all I did was I edited it a million times just to get a shape that I liked and that I was comfortable with. Okay, and the shape that I ended up going with was, and I had assistance from my friend Voodoo, and you'll see you'll see him on my channel later. So basically that's all I have to say. This is the shape that I ended up going with. I will show you the shape that comes straight out of the box. And this is the large, which is straight out the box. Oopsie, let's get a better angle. So this is the shape straight out the box. That's male. I feel like his legs are really short. This is a medium body. That was large. We know it's male. This is a small body. That's a large body. So I went with large. Then I think on shape, let's just grab shape number 4. And shape number 4, I kept tweaking. I definitely made him taller, leaner, a little broader, a little thicker. And then I was like, you know what? Shape number 8, and I just kept messing with the face and his body. Shape number 12, he was here. More like kind of like a boxer's body. And then shape number 15, when I enlisted a little bit help from my friend Voodoo. And then shape number 18, because we just like collabed. Because he knew like what I wanted. I didn't want him to be like quad dominant. Like Voodoo was like, it looks like he doesn't work out his legs. But at the same time, I didn't want him to be quad dominant. There were some issues that I was having. So the box is pretty easy to use. There's something else that you need to add from the box, and it's called Edit 1.1 Upscaled, and it's a HUD. This HUD has most of the information that you need. Now, listen to me carefully, guys. If you don't have a Catwa head and you have a different head, and you decide not to use baked on mesh, you will need to add an alpha. So you would use the default avatar eraser. There's also a box in here called Neck Fade Zip, which can help you color your neck and body. If you're using baked on mesh, I find this not to be an issue because you have a seamless transition between the head and the body, okay? There's Advanced Material Editor. It's optional. It's really high-tech Avi building. It has nothing to do with me. I can make my Avi look great without it. So I just ignore that. And that's it. So here are the things that you need from the classic mesh body for males. You need the classic body, wear that. Add the upscaled edit HUD, edit 1.1 upscale, you add this HUD, okay? You need that, and you add the shape. That's all you need. If you're using baked on mesh, do not add an alpha, period. All right, so we're gonna get out of my inventory. This is what the HUD looks like opened. Can I move you around? Hold on a second. Hold on a second, guys. I want to move this a little bit. I don't know where my freaking arrows are. It's so annoying. All right, I wanted to move this a little bit, but it doesn't look like I can. Here you have gloves and socks, which you can add on. We don't care about that. Okay. I guess we do care. We would have cared for another reason, but I'll show you that later. Then we have the hands, and you could choose your hand motions. Like here, you could have him like his hands in a cupping style. You could have it slightly fist. I'll just go into that a little bit so that you guys can see it. You could have it slightly fist. You could have this, but I will just hit the play button and his hands will just cycle naturally. Then you have nails, and nails just tells you like, you know, what color do you want the nail bed to be. Okay, so that's what that would be. I feel like this is so slow. Then you have shine for the body. If you click here, we don't need shine. We don't need him to be an oiled up stripper. And then bump if you want to add texture to the face and body and things like that, but mainly to the body, okay? But we don't need that, all right? So that's tab 1 of the of the HUD. So let's go to tab 2. Tab 2 is loading your styles. If you are not using baked on mesh skins, this is where you could find skins if you just can afford to buy a face applier. This takes a little while to load, so please bear with me, guys. And I know it says if it takes longer than 10 seconds, /style help helps. But trust me, it's like not the help that you want. It's just going to make it a little slower. It's going to tell you something about going to your media and so on and so forth. But we don't really need to do that. For some reason, you know, SL's been a little slower than usual. So, but this HUD, this tab in general does take a long time to load. So, but you need it because this is how you activate Baked on Mesh. You guys, his eyes are missing, so I'm gonna I don't see the Catwa rigged eyes. Yeah, so just the alphas in here. Let's just go. Yeah, the rigged eyes are in here, but I can't see it for some reason. Interesting. All right, hurry up. I'm saying that it's using a lot of like, all right, there we go. So guys, if you want to just change the color of your body, you would use tab 2. It takes a long time to load. It's very annoying. I'm going to take off baked on mesh for a second. This is how you apply baked on mesh. Okay, I need to go back, right, to show you guys what I did. Okay, let me go back to show you guys what I did. I wonder if I hit that button, does it take off the baked on mesh? Yeah, it looks like it does. All right, so let me go back to show you guys what I did. Okay, so here's a body applier that comes like from a store, it looks like. There's some pale body pliers. If you're not using baked on mesh, here's some appliers you would need, and you'd also need to put an alpha on your body. He looks really weird because he's not wearing an alpha. Let me just put on a body alpha for the purpose of showing you this. So let's just do a default avatar eraser. So I'm just going to add that, but I'll take it off when we go baked on mesh, just so that his body makes sense to you. His face is baked on mesh. That's why it's red, because it's like warning, warning, you are screwing up right now. All right, but if you want to add hair to his torso and his skin, so you could do that. And let's just go further out, because I want to go like more to skin, you know, because they were just like so this is different hair options. Hold on a second, guys. Let me, because I don't want to be like stuck on one skin. So it's because I chose this button next to the baked on mesh, it's showing me one skin tone. It's showing me like one range of skin tones with all the different hair options. So that's fine. We'll do that. This is how you could change the skins and the hairs. And you select the hair that you want. I like kind of like a guy that's lightly hairier than this, or this hairy. I think that's kind of nice. I'm sorry if you think that's weird. And then we'll go to some darker tan skins. So this is pretty clean. You could, again, choose the amount of hair that you want in your pubic region, on your legs, things like that. I think it's a really nice body, guys. And the darker your skin is, the better your muscle tone shows up, too. I don't know if you guys agree with me there. All right, so these are really nice skins. Let's go back here. Let's go a little darker. Okay. So there you go. A little pubic hair and hair on the legs. So there that goes. That's a really nice skin tone too. All right, so let's just go back. Some nice, like, chocolate brown skin tones, I would say. A little bit chocolate brown, or super tanned. Not even really chocolate brown. So then we'll go into like really chocolate territory. Chocolate, good. And we'll go to dark chocolate, and of course the hair is the same. Like, you could choose the hair if you just select the certain skin color. I think the hair on the chest looks a little weird on this one. Let's see what this one looks like. I don't mind hair at all. Like, I think it's very masculine, so I like it. I don't mind it. But I don't know about this hair. Like, I like the ones on the chest and the sides, but in the, you know, in the middle area, like, I don't know about that hair. I love that tone. And this one's nice too. So it just shows you different, you know, undertones, whether it's yellow, red, blues, like different undertones of chocolate skin. That's like a more of a blue undertone that we just went through. It's pretty. All right, so those are the skin colors, guys, right? And if you click this, the 3 lines with the little dots on it, this is where you can apply your baked on mesh. So I'm applying baked on mesh. His body's going to disappear. His hands are going to turn red, and it's going to be like, you don't know what the F you're doing, because you're not supposed to wear alpha with this. So I'm going to take off the alpha, and his body will appear. Okay, so that's how you use that HUD. The third tab, my loves, is going to be the alpha HUD, and this is how you can alpha sections of his body, or you can alpha large pieces of his body. So we can get rid of legs. Let's put that back. We can get rid of like his torso area. We'll put that back. And that's how you do that, guys, his calves. Or if you go in, you could just get rid of section by section. And there are some that you can section off really small and large. Okay, so that's the alpha in a nutshell. That's how you add the body. Now let's build them up. We're at 40 minutes. This is a lot longer than I intended to be, but that's okay because we're learning a lot. All right, so the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to go to the drop and we're going to find our skin. So we're going to find our Quentin skin. So I used the Browless skin. This is the drop folder Catwa ochre tone, and it has Browless or baked on mesh with the brow, and then the Catwa traditional plier. He's wearing baked on mesh, so we're going to go with Browless. So let's go ahead and add his skin. I should have taken off his beard too. Yeah, because I didn't take off the beard, but it's okay, guys. Look, we're adding Browless. So he has his, his body hair on. And then we had the Legacy body applier in ochre, so we're just going to add his skin. Let's just wear that. Priorities. So now he has his body skin and he has his face skin. So let me tell you what I do like about, and lashes. Guys, for the lashes, the skin doesn't come with lashes. You get the lashes from the HUD. What I do like is like sort of this hyperpigmentation around the mouth area. I like those slight wrinkles around the forehead. Like, lines, like thinking lines. I like this kind of indentation on the face. It's not necessarily a scar, but I like that. And I like this because I've seen a lot of men that have this on their face, like, or in the black community, we do have some hyperpigmentation. It could be issues, but it could be kind of cute and add character. I like what he's done around the nipple and just like the tummy and then this vein along the leg. I think the skin is really nice, guys. I thought he did well. And it's not a super muscular body, but it's like regular muscular but I eat kind of situation. All right, so now we're going to go to Unorthodox. I hope by that I got rid of, I bought a lot of shit from Unorthodox. So we have brows. That was one of the final things that I got. I bought brows, and this is the Unorthodox RVRE or River brows in chocolate. So I bought him these brows. They were relatively cheap. They weren't that expensive. I would say definitely under 200 linden, and they kind of have like, they're bushy, they have an arch, and they have 2 cuts on them. So those are his brows. I thought they were really nice. Why is his eyes doing this? Let me take off the eye alpha for a second because I feel like his eye should be fine. But if I take off his eye alpha and then I see he's wearing system default eyes, it's going to be a problem. All right, so he's wearing like eyes that I got from Euphoric. These are free eyes from Euphoric. So you don't need the alpha. But funny enough, I had to put it on earlier, and the reason I had to put it on was because he his eyes were the system default eyes and I couldn't fix it. So for Unorthodox, I ended up going with, let's just put that in, Unorthodox. I have a whole video on Unorthodox and I toured the store, so I'll put that link below. That's why I didn't go to the store, okay guys? I have a whole video on it. So I got him the Gian hair, and it's like, this kind of like shaped, it's kind of long, not really a flat top, but like kind of a Brooke hairstyle. It's like slightly mohawkish Brooke, right? It comes with this hair base that you see that he's wearing here, so you guys don't have to worry about the hair base. And then I also got him the James beard, and it comes with this beard base. So that's the beard. And you can resize both those items, and I kind of sized it to be a little shorter than longer. The only thing I didn't like is it didn't connect to the fade, and I don't like that his mustache doesn't connect to his beard. That was kind of strange to me. It seemed like not really cohesive, but that's what happened. So that's what we got here. That's how we got his look. Then we went to tattoos, right? And I ended up getting him the Howling tattoo that I told you guys about. Let's just do that. I ended up getting him the Howling tattoo. Yeah, which was this strong as wind, death. It shows death and life, and I just felt like maybe he's a philosophical guy and thought about these things. Inside me are 2 dogs. One of them is cruel and bad, and the other is good. All right, so here we go there. And then I got him the hairy face tattoo. Under the beard, it says Savage, and then there's like a spider on the side of his head, and then it says Comply on his face. one of my male friends, it was actually Zula Landgrab, was like, "You got him a face tattoo, throw your whole damn computer away," and that was so funny. So it says compel. So yeah, he's a little edgy, so that's why I got that. So there we go. So this is what he looks like, right? Then we had to worry about clothes. And I was like, what am I going to find to fit him? Because the interesting thing about this body is that we don't have a lot of clothes for the mesh body, especially this kind of retweaked or revised version of it. So legacy clothes fit, TMP clothes fit, but you just have to look very carefully for it. So I ended up getting him this minimal Maverick jacket in blue. But guys, I did try on a few like undershirts and stuff. There were some HUD issues, and I'll show you that right now so that you can see it. Let me take this off. I'm actually going to go to T for a second, and I'm going to show you this offline t-shirt that I got him from Legacy. But there were some HUDing issues on it because I just wanted him to have a casual outfit too. But there were HUDing issues on his body. Like when his skin pops up, you'll see it. Hopefully it does pop up. Yeah. Like around the neck area and things like that. So it wasn't something he could really wear. But you just have, and I got this from the Manly Weekend, but it's not made for this legacy body. So you just have to fool around with clothes to see what works. Just for shits and giggles, let's just try on the Jake t-shirt and let's see if that works out for us a little better. No, that works out worse. So, you'll just have to fool around and make sure you demo first. So I just wanted to share that with you. All right, so let's just go back to minimal and let's put that jacket back on. And I am going to put the Maverick jacket on. This jacket also comes with a HUD, right? So if you decided you didn't want him to wear a shirt, I'm sorry guys, that was my son. If you decide you don't want to wear a shirt because there are some alpha issues, I just felt like this jacket and t-shirt was maybe from the Yeezy collection, so it could have holes in it, and I didn't mind it that much. But if you guys mind it that much, you can go without a shirt. So let me just show you what I mean. So Maverick, let's throw on the HUD for Legacy, and I just want to show you something. You can hide the t-shirt and he won't be wearing one, and then you can just go to the alphing section. You can just go to the alphing section. Just give me 1 second. I'm just going to get rid of this. And just add his torso back on. Hold on 1 second, guys. Okay, sorry about that. That's my son. He's like, hurry up. So I'm going to wrap this up, guys. So anyways, you can just go ahead and add the torso section back, and you don't necessarily have to have him wear that shirt. Now let's take it a step further. You can mix and match, like get creative, guys. So let's say you have a jacket that you want to wear, but there's a little bit of alphing issues. Perhaps you can take the time to shop and find a t-shirt. So this t-shirt works in the front. Unfortunately, there's issues back here because it's too floaty on the sides, and also it's too long in the back, and there's some issues in the back. But I tried on some demo t-shirts that did fit a little bit better, but it wasn't worth paying the price for it. So I just wanted to throw that out there. Okay, so let's go ahead and minimize that HUD. We'll go back to the Maverick, and then we'll add the Legacy HUD. And then we'll show the shirt again. It's not that big of a deal, guys. All right, so we have that. All right, then. So now we're going to go to jeans. Jeans. And why is this not coming up? 1 second, 1 second, 1 second. Oh, you know what? I might have added so I went to Alan Torrey and I got the free beard because I may have wanted to do something that, yeah, like you could layer things on. So I layered his beard to add more density to the base of his beard. And I was also hoping to make a connection in certain areas, but I don't think that happened. No, it didn't happen. So that's why I went to Alan Torrey. I got him a chain from Rajan, so I'm going to add that really quickly. Okay. Hold on a second. I just want to make sure that okay, the chain that I had saved here is for a demo because I was like testing it out. I wasn't sure if I was going to go with it. So let me just add this one because I in fact did go with it. The jeans that I bought him was the Not So Bad Lenny pants. So we're going to go ahead and add those pants. All right. I did like the way the pants fit. Like I love the kind of like loose fitted pants, and then like the bunching that was going on these pants. I thought it looked really nice. But the only thing, I thought the butt was a little weird because it was sagging. But then if you take off his jacket, you notice his ass crack is showing. It doesn't quite fit his waist the way that I would like to, but it's not the end of the world either. So let me just show you the jacket without the shirt. I know we're in spring right now, so it's just like, what is going on here with this jacket? But you guys, he's shaking his head because he's agreeing with me. But so we'll just take off this jacket and we will add chest. And I might have to detach the HUD because it might be like interfering with my commands. All right, so let's add that. And then add. Okay. But the jeans fit nice overall. He looks good. He looks good. All right, so let's just go ahead and minimize this. I just wanted to just show you some options. And I hope that I'm not going too fast. It's like I usually record when my son goes to sleep. And he should be sleeping at 8 o'clock, which is in 10 minutes, but he's not going to go to sleep. Are you going to go to sleep in 10 minutes? Exactly. He's not going to go to sleep. So I was just like, let me just do this now. I ended up getting him sneakers from Versov, and I got him the Air Maxes because I just like those sneakers. I really do like them. So I ended up getting that. So let's get rid of the minimal HUD. And when I put these sneakers on, you have the option to, and I think I chose BELLEZA, but when I looked really closely, there was some gapping here, right? Yeah, there's some gapping because his foot is outfit out, right? So what I did was go to Valet Quar and I got some thermal socks. But I don't want to do that. What I want to do is go to tab 1 because I just want to test this whole sock thing and say on, and let me see what that looks like. I don't see anything happening. All right, so that's okay. We're just going to add the Valet Quar socks. Okay, and so that gapping is gone because he's wearing some white socks now. So I like pay attention to detail like that, and if I do leave something that's not quite right, it's because of the fact that, you know, I didn't think it was that big of a deal. It was something I could live with. Sometimes you got to choose your battles or pick your battles, and it was just something that I could live with. Like these holes in his chest, like, because, you know, that's actually a style. So this is the end of the Avi, and this is what I came up with. This is Miles 2020. I think he looks absolutely stunning. Gorgeous. So if you guys like it, go pick it up. I will show you a place where I ended up getting these poses from, and that's it, because my son wants me to wrap this video up, so I'll show you that. So let's just go to pose, and I think I'll go to Indigo main store because I don't care poses, IDK poses. Oh, I'm sorry, I don't know poses. I don't think I really like them that much. That was the problem. So I'll show you the Daytona poses again. Manly Weekend. These are some Daytona poses that I ended up getting. I paid 50 Linden, and I think I used 2 of them. These 2, 1 and 2. I like them for the static pose. But you have sitting poses if you like. Here's some free gifts. Okay. Do you have to pay money to join the group? So let's just, it says wrong active group. So let's go to nearby chat. Close. All right, let's go to nearby. Let's go to Indigo, and it's free to join. So I'm gonna go ahead and join that group, and I'm gonna grab these poses here because maybe I could use the standing, but I think it'd be really odd for someone to be just stretching their hands out randomly. So, but you know. So I'm gonna right click him, appearance, reset schedule animation because he's sitting. Like some of the poses I have here are not like the best. Okay, you are laying down. All right, so some of the poses here are not the, like this one's really nice, and I think that one was the one that I got from Manly Weekend. Or maybe it was from, I know, right? I don't know. But anyways, the Manly Weekend, their poses, if you ever wonder what you could do with your poses, this is what you could do. So let's just go into the free pose. I just showed you a pose store. I happen to like this one here. And we're going to go to the Indigo freebie poses. Let's accept that. And of course, I'm just going to show you this AO tutorial again. So we're just going to go into this AO. We're going to go into the standing poses. And we're going to add 1, 2, I should have actually, let's do this. All you have to do is, I don't know why I did this the hard way. Click Control, and then, so we'll add 2 and 3 at the same time. So we'll add 3 more poses, all 3 poses in there. So he should have like his hands out waving, and then we'll reload it, and then it's cycling through every 25 seconds. Can we just jump to this one? So we'll just have to wait. Do I want to take you anywhere else while that's happening? Let me just make sure that I've taken you everywhere you could possibly go. Unorthodox, I did an entire video on Unorthodox. I feel like it's not fair not to show you this because of all the hairs, but if you really are interested in the hairs, I will put the link because I did a whole tour of Unorthodox. So this is freebie pose number, no, I'm sorry, this is the date and pose number 3, which is here on the board. Right? Is this the right store that I went to? It might not be. I'm curious now. All right, what's the name of this? Yeah, date and set. Yeah, so the last 2 poses were the date and set. All right, and so these are the freebie poses. We're going through them right now. So every 25 seconds, it'll cycle through. So freebie pose number 1. And if you want to cycle through your static poses, just click this button and then add the time. You can also randomize the order, but I don't because it makes more sense that the static poses are grouped together as one. So this is number 2. This is like his hands is up in the air. Like that makes no sense to me. So I'm going to go ahead and delete that one and then we'll just hopefully jump to number 3. Because who stands like this for no reason? That makes no sense. And then I'll find a place to take his picture, and I'll upload this video shortly. I'm just trying to think, am I missing anything? Clever Language, I ended up buying the face tattoos on Marketplace, so I just don't have anything to show you there. Let's go to freebie pose number 3, so we don't have to wait for it to cycle through. That's freebie pose number 3. That one's not bad. Like if you were just standing on a sim like this, that wouldn't look bad at all. All right, so as a reminder, you have free ears in here. I mean, this is a really nice Avi, like for somebody to win. And I hope that someone who really loves it, enjoys it, wins it, and not someone who's going to use this as an alt and only take him out, like, I don't know, once a month or something like that. So really just go for this Avi, like if you're really going to use it. Otherwise, give someone else a chance, you know. Thanks guys so much for watching. Please be sure to like and subscribe, and if you want me to create more male Avi videos, let me know because I could definitely do that. Alan Tori's giving out a free head. We have this free mesh body, so I could definitely do it, you know, but it may be like a little cheaper stuff, but that's fine. We'll make it work. So there it is, Miles 2020. Bye guys.